Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 1 of Original Sin from Marvel Comics. Now as you know, Original Sin was an 8-issue series that was meant to deal with the death of the Watcher and untold secrets from other characters. And a lot of it came across with random, pointless reveals, and a lot of it felt like those soap operas you would see where the character reveals something or it comes off unnecessary or just feels like a random twist that didn't really need to happen. And the cover mainly has Nick Fury, Cap, throwing that, looking at the body of the Watcher. And the story starts off where the Watcher is watching from his moon base, from the moon, looking at Earth, and we see right away he gets to work to what he does, but of course he says, "I see you," and ends up getting blown up. So of course we see how at a diner, we kind of see how, Cap, Logan, Natasha, as well as Nick Fury having stake and everything else, and we see how Nick Fury brings up their old war days with Captain America and how they found a big juicy cow and kind of roped it up to become a steak. And of course they hear something on the sort of device, and we kind of see how Cap learns from Thor something happened in space and they have to get together to try and find out what's happened. So of course, after making their way to the Watcher's base, we see how Thor says, "There was blood floating in space, and then I noticed a smoke on the blue aerial of the moon coming from the Watcher's lair. I came inside and found him thus." And after seeing what's happened, they know something's not right. And of course, they see that the Watcher has been killed off. And of course, after doing some investigating, they realise this was a clean shot, and even Iron Man points out all of the Watcher's tech and devices have been taken, and they know how powerful that stuff can be. So we kind of see how Cap tries to get everyone on board, making sure that there's no screw-ups, keep tabs on everything that happened. And of course, we see how, in the Wakandian City of the Dead, we see how Black Panther gets a tip from an unknown person, and of course, kind of gets a hunch to where he can find the Watcher's killer. We see how, Ant-Man meets up with Emma Frost, and this is the whole, Scott Summers leading his own version of X-Men thing at the time. And we kind of see how even basically Doctor Strange and even the Punisher get together. We kind of see how other heroes like Moon Knight and Winter Soldier getting on board. And we kind of see how Nick Fury kind of keeps tabs on everything. And we see how even Captain America points out that S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.W.O.R.D. are getting together. They're going to find out what's going on. And even Cap shows Nick Fury elements of what was used to kill off the Watcher, and they figure that that person might have been on board. And we kind of see how in New York, one of the mindless ones is battling Ben Grimm, and right away we see that one of the mindless ones now can able to talk, saying, "I know! Knowing is pain. Make I not know again?" And we kind of see how, Ben Grimm says, "You asked for it, pal. Get him down fast and watch his hands. No! You'll take I back. We should never have gone. We never should have gone to the moon." And we kind of see how, due to the mindless one not wanting this kind of life, ends up killing himself with one of the Watcher's devices, the Ultimate Unifier, and ends up committing suicide and blows his head off. And right away we see how how Ben and even Spider-Man meet up with Cap and that, and now the whole area's become the crime scene, and everyone now has to kind of figure out how serious this is getting. So we kind of see how, yeah, everyone is now trying to find out who the killer is, as well as prevent any more problems. And we even see everyone heading away from the moon base, and we see how an unknown group of villains are holding on to the Watcher's eye and leading up to the next issue, issue 2. And we also are going to see other secrets revealed from the original Sin stuff. So my thoughts about Original Sin as a first issue is that it feels like one of those crime drama films where key character gets killed off, everyone gets on board, secrets are revealed, characters find it hard to trust or see them in a positive light, and it's like one of those cheesy soap operas that has those unnecessary plots. I don't think it's a bad idea killing off the Watcher, but it just feels like an unnecessary plot that didn't really need to happen. And it feels like a lot of these secrets being revealed didn't really need to happen, or just feel unnecessary to the plot. So I think this one still deserves thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, kind of okay, but not a good start for a first issue. So, Comic Reviewy here, signing out.